you sometimes put a lot of faith in people you don't know. And I'm currently going down a river in Venezuela. I don't know where we're going.
All night to the new sunrise. Pass me a drink or maybe two. One for me and one for you. And we'll be free.
Morning in the Orinoco Delta. This landscape here is the Orinoco Delta in the northeast of Venezuela. 30,000 square kilometers, about the size of Belgium, with some of the world's most amazing wildlife. Piranhas in every river. If you cut yourself, don't go swimming. There it is, the second ever piranha fish I caught. The first one I caught was in the Piranha River in Brazil. Macaws, monkeys, dolphins, all in this beautiful natural landscape.
There's nothing in between what we are, what we see. There's nothing in between.
Here's a bit of trivia for you. The Orinoco River that feeds the Orinoco Delta here sends the third most amount of fresh water to the ocean, behind only the Amazon and the Congo River. There you go.
Just take one last look around.
Yeah, and every place feels like a familiar town. And now
the indigenous people of this region are the Warao people. They've been here for over 7,000 years and have a distinct language group. There are 3 distinct language groups. Venezuela, with a number of subgroups. But the linguists say that the Warao people's language derives from that of the border regions between Brazil and Paraguay, which is many thousands of kilometers away. Give you a sense of how far people have moved. The Warao people here have full land ownership rights, in a sense more developed than the native title we have in Australia. And indeed in the schools it is by law required to teach the children both in Spanish and in the native language, which is both a good idea for preserving native language but a problem in finding the right number of high quality teachers who are bilingual. Here in Orinoko Eco Camp, the facilities are right on the water. In fact, at high tide you sleep in a little hut over the water. No hot water or anything like that. It's not exactly a luxury camp, but it is good staff, good guides, and gives you the real feel of being in the middle of the jungle, because we're in the middle of the jungle. Plenty of mosquitoes in this jungle, and damn glad for the DEET. Let me show you something else about Venezuela which is kind of good for the traveller and not so good for the Venezuelans. It's really cheap here. And the reason it's cheap here is because this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 is worth about $60. That's worth about $10. That total is worth about $60 because of the collapse in the local currency. Viva the revolution, Hugo Chavez. And while the Orinoco Delta might not be as well known as other places in Venezuela, it is stunning and worth visiting. But where we're going next is well known. Okay, this is one of the bucket list things. Angel Falls. Carlos and me, we're going for a fly.
The night, dream on, baby, that's alright. If you wanna dream, it's okay. You can dream all through the day. I said dream, it's alright. You can dream all through the night. Keep on moving if you gotta go, just as long as you stay with the flow. Be somewhere you wanna be. Keep on grooving, cause that's the key.
Canaima or just the Angel Falls, and oh, that's a bucket list thing gone, and it was really good. Okay, you could be a little bit disappointed because there wasn't much water flowing down it because of El Nino and a drought, but we knew all of that, and it was still there, and it was still fantastic. And the landscape. Woo.
It's alright. You can dream all through the night.
This area of Venezuela near Angel Falls is home of the Pemón people. This is the traditional housing design of the Pemón people, and you might be wondering why it's looking deserted. Well, it's because they're actually building this as a movie set. In many ways, this reminds me of the design of the traditional Mongolian ger. Round, the families live here, they hang their hammocks up. Spectacular. And it reminds me in many ways of some parts of Australia and also some parts of Africa. And considering it's the same latitude, more or less, as Northern Australia, it's not that much of a surprise. I'll grant you I've not been to Caracas yet. So Venezuela hasn't been as people have described it. Unfriendly, dangerous, dirty and ugly. It's actually been really friendly and stunningly beautiful. Can you imagine something better? Angel Falls is that way, the Venezuelan jungle is that way. There's almost no one here in this river. Magnificent. Okay, this is an Australian speaking here, but the sand, the white sand on this river beach is some of the best I've ever had my feet in. What do you do after a swim? Lunch. You know, the Canaima National Park is more than just Angel Falls. It's World Heritage protected because of the tabletop mountains, the lovely rivers and the amazing nature. I'm here at the Sapo waterfall. It's spectacular, surrounded by this beautiful green plains, mountains off in the distance, table mountains, rugged rocks to set the water churning, and in the wet season it all comes flowing over this huge drop. But now in the dry season it's missing one thing: water. So in the dry season Sapo Falls might not have water, but plenty of other waterfalls do.
And the folks smiled at me. My dog and she fawned on me. I could tell him what I think about him.
And what's all that?
Just like on the street, I see this brand new car. It sparkles and gleams without any scratch by now.
This one is Acha Waterfall, and it makes me think of Beacon in my office 10 years ago when I say something stupid and she says Acha. We're currently right behind the Acha Waterfall.
No, 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 actually I wouldn't be alive, but I want. Oh, I shouldn't, I wouldn't be alive, but I want. Yes, 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 I want. Oh, I shouldn't do that, but I want.
You know, some of the people here have a magnificent view from their house. I want to buy this one. Having an after-day walking beer, but check out the setting. The only downside about this place is this is the most expensive beer in all of Venezuela. It's 1,000 bolivar, which is about $1.20. And just to put that in perspective, petrol in this country is about 1 bolivar 19 a litre. That's about 1/8 of a cent a litre for petrol. And on money, I have a 2 Bolivar note, which has got to go down as the lowest value piece of money I have ever had, because 2 Bolivar is worth about 1/4 of 1 cent in a note. I am so coming back to Venezuela.